So again, I told you that you need to position your business. And one of the things to position your business is connection. So when we're looking into maybe 10 years ago or even pre-COVID, connection, a lot of connection in local businesses were done through word of mouth. I know this business because it's on my community. So I was told by my cousin that they are selling the best apples. So I'm gonna go and visit you because my cousin told me that. And that's a way that connection is spread out. When you have social media, and especially COVID just introduced such a powerful way to market and do marketing through social media. But there's a lot of people who didn't know how to do it or were just doing it incorrectly. So this connection, when we're looking into digital connections, and we all as human beings want to connect, I think it's one of the values of being Homo sapiens is connections. We tend to be gregarious. This digital connection tends to be a little bit different than when you're looking into in-person connection. So connection is built by communication. So you're communicating your values, passion that you have in your business. Why are you doing what you're doing? Who is working with you? What is your impact in the environment, the community, your family, the products, the quality, the things that you do? So you're communicating. And I'm more than communicating, I think you're educating. You need to educate your consumers. You need to educate anybody who is doing business with you about why doing business with you, maybe purchasing and buying or selling, is the best thing they can do. You also want to share content, again, educational things, but also content from partners. So let's go back to this sparkling water. I have partners maybe, I don't know, I may be, when you're buying a sparkling water in a store, another business may be juices, or it may be fresh natural juices or fruits. So if I think as a business, I can partner with another business that is part of my business ecosystem, then I can share content about them. Or I can share content about pages or profiles that I care about, because it's also telling what do I care about and why am I doing what I'm doing. And then the next thing is you can also collaborate. You can collaborate with your stakeholders. Let's say you're using extension services or you have suppliers. These collaborations are telling in the eyes of a customer that you're part of a bigger ecosystem and that you care about your ecosystem. And your ecosystem includes or stakeholders rather, includes your customers, but it also includes anyone around you that is forming part of your business. And why connection is important, because when we're looking into by 2025, this is just 2 years from now, we're expecting in the world 4.6 billion of users of social media. And connection can take so many ways. How connection is being built differs also by generations. What baby boomers find as connection, specifically in what types of communication they prefer, is very different than Gen Z or millennials. But these are the 3 things that you can do to build connection. So you also need to communicate and build your brand. Remember, positioning is about building your brand and standing out from your competitors. So how do you communicate your brand? You can engage with your audience. I'm going to give you specific examples of audience engagement. So for example, let's say I am posting about an event and I am posting about, okay, I'm going to have a view pick on my farm, at my farm. So somebody shares that, right? Somebody picked that up and reshare on their profile. So one of the things that engagement is really helpful with is that you either send a message to the person, because you're going to get a notification that happened, or you can reshare what they're doing. You're always going to get on social media notified when someone is engaging. So one thing that you can do is thank them, send a private message or a DM, but also you can reshare what they're sharing as a way to building that community and building that connection. You can provide quality content. So examples of quality contents are photos. Oh, I'm sorry. So there are photos, captions, videos, information, and articles. And I want to take a minute to talk about this information because this is probably the most overwhelming part of social media. You may be thinking, well, what photos? What do I write? Even most of my friends are maybe millennials or Gen Z. Well, millennials mostly or Gen X. I don't have a lot of Gen Z friends, but students, when I ask them, what are you putting on your captions on social media? And they're like, well, I don't know what to write. I mean, I really want to post a photo, but I don't know what to put as a caption. And the caption is the content that is right below that. So in this example, you have Lush Cosmetics. I'm sorry, is there a chance that we can, I'm getting some echo here. Is there a chance that we can mute? I'm gonna mute. Okay, I got it. So the caption is exactly when you have a post here, you have the brand Lush Cosmetics. That is a caption, the wording after that. And a lot of times is what do you write? And that can be very overwhelming. Videos, I would suggest videos. You're in your farm, you're in your business, and you see something that it's really capturing the DNA of your business. And when I'm talking about the DNA, is the bones of why are you doing what you're doing. So when you see something nice, you can just record it, 15, no more than 30 seconds, record it, and you can post it. Information includes things that you actually read. And I know as a business owner, as a farmer, as an agribusiness owner, you're reading a lot. You're getting very educated about what are you looking, what do you want. So resharing that you already found is going to communicate what do you care about. And at the end, connections are not formed from transactions. Connections are formed by exchange of information and engagement. So yes, you do want to sell and you do want to make profits and you do want to pay your bills and your employees, but ideally you're building connections because connections are going to bring those transactions, but are beyond that. A connection is going to be a long-term relationship with your customers, your suppliers, or any of your partners, business partners. And then of course, the articles that you find important. So these are the things that I'm going to give you examples right now. You want to be consistent across all platforms. So if you have a profile photo on Facebook, you want to have the same profile photo on Instagram. You may want to have, if you have LinkedIn, same profile photo. If you have a bio or a description, you want to have the same bio, the same description, the same photo, the same address, the same phone number. Anything that you have on one has to be consistent, because what happens in the minds of a consumer or a customer who wants to find you on Facebook and your profile looks different, your website looks different, your description looks different, is it even the same business? So they're going to start wondering, are you real? Because what happens is on the internet, there's a lot of businesses that do not exist. So you want to show that consistency, not only among your products and services, because we know that that is important, you're our business for a reason, but also how you show your business to others. Identify your target audience. And these can be very complicated if you're starting your business. So let's say you're just starting or you're thinking about creating this farm or a new business, and let's say you want to make dried herbs. You want to create or scrubs for barbecue or whatever you want to do. You may be thinking, okay, so who do I target? Who is my target audience? One of the things that you can do is, well, go to store. Excuse me. You can go to a retail store and see who's buying that product. And when you're looking into who's buying, you're not looking into how do they look like. You're looking into age, how much they purchase, what are the things that they care about when they're picking a product, where if you can, what are they, where are they coming from? Where is a geographic location, gender? You can, and if you already have those customers, you already have your audience, it's just a matter of thinking about who's buying from you. Are they women? Are they male? Do they have kids? Are they married? Are they single? Do they live with their parents? Do they have a certain amount of education or income levels? because what you can do is target anything on social media to that specific audience, and then evolve and be inspired. So communicating your brand, and your business is your brand. So we can talk about Waterloo. It's a business, but ultimately this is a brand that I'm going to have engagement, and I'm going to buy their sparkling water all the time because I have a connection with them, because I like what they do, but also I like what they stand for, and I like what they offer as quality. So in order for you to do that, you need to evolve, because we're all human beings are evolving. So one of the ways that I suggest businesses to do that is just go to pages that you like. So I'm giving you a couple of examples of pages that I actually like on social media, because I like what they stand for, and I like what they do beyond their products. I actually don't buy Casper mattresses, because how many times you can buy a mattress? But I actually really like what they do in terms of engaging with their clientele. So one of the things that to be inspired and to evolve is to look at other pages that are doing something that you like, and you can imitate. There is not such a thing as plagiarism in social media. You can actually go ahead and use similar graphics, well, not the same photo, but similar ways of communicating what you stand for. So a lot of things is you can add some humor. You don't have to be so serious in social media. You can add humor about things that are happening in your farm and make fun of it or business. What I like about Casper is that this is a mattress company, and their primary sales force is online. So most of the things they do is online sales. So they got rid of the intermediaries, and everything that you buy is online. And this is one of the companies that does these 365-day trial, whatnot. But one of the things in social media they do is what we call user-generated content. And it's basically, this is a guy, his username and on Instagram is John Michael I am. And John Michael I am just posted a photo on his profile and tag Casper. So what does Casper do? They reshare that as a way to appreciate the business with them. This is kind of like a, hey, thank you so much for doing business with us. Autorex is an outdoor sports company. And what they do is they make shopping really easy. So you can create links on every post. So this is a sponsored post. And what you do is when you click on this, learn more, it takes you to their website, and you actually can make that purchase. A lot of Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, H&M, they all are posting, and you have to just click and it takes you to a website where you can make a purchase of that specific item. So just making that transaction easy, instead of, oh, we have a website, and then you have to get out of the app, go to the website, find the item, or search, and then you can spend half an hour. Rather, post a photo. I want to buy that t-shirt, or I want to buy that pack of, or a membership of a CSA, or I want to buy a ticket to that event. Just create a link to that post so people can automatically do that. And the other thing that you can communicate your brand is be relevant. If you care about chemical-free foods, or you care about the impact on the environmental impact of fertilizers, talk about that and say that on your posts.